Spooky season is upon us, and we are doing our first Halloween review with Trick or Treat. I'm X with your Gen X perspective.
I'm Z with your Gen Z perspective.
And we're going to kick it off tonight with what some consider to be a modern classic, others consider it to be confusing. Trick or Treat is a movie by Michael Dougherty, and it stars, among other people, Anna Paquin, Oscar winner. Not sure how that all came about, but it did. Brian Cox, another really well-respected actor, and they all get in on the Halloween fun. And there's a whole bunch of other people too, naturally.
And a whole bunch of sides. So, yeah, there's that.
Right. So this movie is, I guess we call it an anthology movie. It's a bunch of different subplots that are interconnected, in this case, by a character. And we move in a nonlinear fashion throughout the narrative, showing one part of this town and another part of the town and characters. And Michael Dougherty likes the dark side of the holidays. So this is certainly a portrayal of that. And you want to do the opening, or you want me to do the first scene?
The first scene?
Okay.
I can do the first scene.
Great.
All right. So we open up to a couple coming home from, I guess, a Halloween event. They're all dressed up in their tacky costumes. I think the woman is a drying machine or some laundry machine of some sort.
I thought she was a robot.
Is it a robot?
I don't know.
I always thought it was a laundry machine.
Okay.
Either way, she's done with Halloween, and she's like, I'm over, we're going in for the night.
What was her husband dressed up as?
I don't know.
Like a gladiator or something?
Dude,
okay, so
whatever. The
not great costumes.
Costumes doesn't matter. They weren't
They're
great.
coming home.
They're coming home, and she's done with Halloween. She's blowing out the jack-o'-lantern. She doesn't want any trick-or-treaters.
Well, also her mother's coming tomorrow
morning as well.
So they have to have the whole place cleaned up because evidently you're not
Mom's
allowed
a big
to have
Halloween hater.
Can't have any Halloween decorations up the morning after Halloween.
Yeah.
You know how that is.
No pumpkins after October 31st. This woman is the first to break the rules of Halloween, and she becomes the first victim in this story. And the character that we would come to know as Sam, the spirit of Halloween, comes to get her. And
we learn that at the end, though.
Which is why I said we would come to learn later on in the movie. I'm just saying we need to know who Sam is. Pretty important character.
Okay. No, you said he's the spirit of Halloween.
At this point,
is the little round pumpkin head.
Yeah, this is the
burlap sack child who's kind of an iconic character. Now everyone knows who that little guy is.
Right.
Even if you haven't seen the movie. This is the movie he's in.
Okay, exactly. And in this particular scene, we don't know that it's him, but not yet. But by the end of the movie, we will. And so, she gets strung up as, a scarecrow?
Something like
that.
Yeah,
either way, she's like bloody,
brutally
gory,
murdered.
Brutally murdered. And, while her husband was sleeping or something inside. I don't know.
He was sleeping.
He was sleeping. He was asleep.
Well, he was asleep. He went up to watch.
Okay, he was watching a rated, X film.
Yeah,
meanwhile,
which
then
his
he fell
wife
asleep.
told him, like, okay, go up and watch your nasty tape. It's like, what?
Okay. Yeah, what was the title of that? Something in the forest? I don't want to know.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. Moving on. That's how the opening of the movie begins.
Right.
Moving on. The second story in this nonlinear story, this amalgamation. How about you continue on with the demented principal?
Okay, so then we have a child walking down the street, and he is also he's challenged. Yeah. he's had a lot of candy.
This is a fictional character.
Okay, so he's destroying jack-o'-lanterns as he's walking, pushing them off of fences, also breaking rules of Halloween. So now he must be punished, and he goes up to trick or treat at a door. Is that what he does?
Yeah.
No, he passes by.
And then he starts taking. There's a take one sign,
right?
And then he takes like everything because every kid to ever trick or treat without supervision has done that.
Takes just one because
who does that?
Yeah.
Like you want,
why would you just give one candy? Like who would do that? Anyhow, so he winds up being spoken to by a principal of a local school. And so the principal invites him in. He's going to give him more candy. Only this principal puts cyanide in his candy, to which our little goblin gobbles up all the candy and then starts barfing it up violently. It's not looking good for him, and he's not going to make it through. And that's how he pays the price for violating the rules of Halloween. Anyhow, it's time to bury the body. So the principal's in the backyard, digging a hole, and lo and behold, his little son, 6 years old,
Something elementary school age.
yeah, he's like, Dad, let's go trick or treating. But he doesn't sound like Cartman. But anyhow,
You don't want to go trick or treat.
the
He wants to
father-
carve the
he
pumpkin.
wants to carve the pumpkin.
He wants to
Okay, the
carve the
jack o'
pumpkin.
lantern.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, fair
Mhm.
enough. Good. All right, so digging to bury the body, and the principal is back there. He doesn't like his son, and he's put out by the whole affair. But he's like, okay, we'll do it real fast. Then he looks, and there's a neighbor next door having some problems. But he's like, whatever with you. And the neighbor sees him digging a hole, but I guess that's a normal thing in this town this time of year. Anyhow, he goes back inside and he says, little Timmy or whatever his name is, it's time to carve the jack-o'-lantern. And so they go downstairs, and it's the chubby boy's head. That's going to be their jack-o'-lantern. So, as I said, this film explores some of the darker sides of Halloween, and
Indeed.
it likes to get its gore on, which is fun in a way. So,
Yes. Different style.
yep, exactly. Okay, so
So,
then we move on to part 3.
which includes the middle school students, right? That's
Mhm.
part 3?
That is part 3.
Okay. So, we get a band of kids, must be middle school age, and they're going to get a couple other kids together. They're going to go to an abandoned rock quarry in the town. And once they get all the kids together, one of which is kind of an outcast in the group, she's like the weird one. Her name's Rhonda. Don't know if that matters so much, but that's her name, and she's the outcast of the group. And so
she knows the rules of Halloween.
and she knows the rules. That's right. That's why she's important. So they get all these kids together, and they go to the abandoned rock quarry. Now, the leader of the group, this snitty character, she is telling the story of what is it, of the abandoned rock quarry, or why it's abandoned?
It's the story about how there was a bus driver,
right.
and he drove the bus that had all the special needs kids, and the parents paid him. All the special needs kids' parents paid him to get rid of their kids.
Yes, to murder.
We're back to the
their
dark
children.
side. Yeah, wants him to drive the bus off of a cliff into the rock quarry lake to get rid of the kids.
Right.
And they pay him off, and so he decides.
Okay, so it had
Let's-
nothing to do with the rock quarry itself. It just happened to be the location
That's
that they
just-
chose.
exactly.
Okay, I thought it had something to do. I thought it was something special. That's
Nope.
why I was like,
Just a
why a rock quarry?
convenient place to
Alrighty.
drive a bus off of a cliff, I suppose.
Great if you wanted to murder 8 special needs children.
Right.
All right, what better location? All right, so continuing on, she's telling the story of the bus driver who's going to kill the 8 special needs children and trying to scare them, essentially. And they're going to take this elevator that is 750 years old,
At least.
and they're going to drop down into the rock quarry and explore the lake at the bottom of it, where the bus happens to be.
Still,
It
was never searched for.
never discovered, and nobody knew where the bus driver went. He went missing.
The bus driver gets rid of the bus full of kids. It's in the lake. He disappeared. Now they find the bus with, sticking up out of the lake.
Mm-hmm.
So it's there.
Never discovered, I guess, by anybody else.
No one ever looked.
No one ever looked, and no one ever cared. Okay,
Great town.
so
Solid community.
now we're at the bottom of this rock quarry with the lake, and the whole idea of bringing the girl Rhonda, who knows the rules of Halloween, was to scare her. So all the other kids act like they got snatched by monsters, and now they're going to wear masks to scare their friend. Right. So that happens. They disappear. They scare her friend. They scare the friend, and then now she's like terrified. She's almost looks traumatized, and you feel bad for this character. You're like, that was very,
She loses her
rude.
glasses.
Yes, it's
She can't see.
It's tragic. Really, it's like, wow. I really wish you didn't do that.
It's a mean kid thing.
But somewhere along the lines, which rule do they break of Halloween?
I think the junior troublemaker girl that's telling the story.
Okay, the snitty one.
I think she kicks a jack-o'-lantern.
Oh yes.
Don't
Okay.
destroy the jack-o'-lanterns
Do not
on Halloween.
hurt the pumpkins.
Right.
So after she does that, then the children that got murdered arise from the lake to actually kill the middle school children. Only Rhonda made it to the 750-year-old elevator and left the 2 other children still alive of the friend group to die.
To suffer their fate.
So don't mess with Rhonda is what I think we can all get.
And all she sees, Sam, the spirit of Halloween, as she's leaving the scene of the crime, gives him the Boba Fett nod, and we're on to our next scenario. Our next chapter.
Exactly.
Okay. In this chapter, we have a group of young 20s women. Hot for the party. Or so they say. There's one, though, who still has to have her first time. And she's not that thrilled about it. So the other girls are going to find dates, go to the party, wherever this party is.
And it ends up being in the woods.
The party in the woods, like you do.
Why not?
On Halloween. And so the one, though, dressed as Little Red Riding Hood, she's like, I'm going to go do my own thing for a while. I'll meet you at the party. Okay, so then we cut away and we have a vampire character moving through a crowd, and he finds another young woman and lures her into a back alley. He kills her, and then he leaves her body slumped against the side of a building next to another person that I guess is passed out, or maybe he killed them too, who knows. Anyhow, he kind of props her up so it looks like she's just taking a little rest before she continues her Halloween party. Okay, so now the vampire is moving through the crowd.
I don't think we said that he was a vampire.
Well, he's dressed as a vampire.
Did we say dressed? Did we confirm that he is a vampire? Like we know that he is in fact a vampire. Did we say that he's a vampire? I think that we did.
He's just dressed as a vampire.
Okay,
it's actually the principal in disguise. I guess he carved the jack-o'-lantern with his little son, and then got his vampire get up on, and now he's out killing people in the streets.
Yes.
Okay, so he spots
pastime.
Red Riding Hood. But Red has a surprise for him. So now he's going to be her date to the party because he's a vampire, I guess. Anyhow, cut to the woods. We're all, having a big party in the woods.
Having a great old time.
Vampire falls out of the sky next to the fire. Boom, hits the ground. Okay, now the vampire is not so tough anymore. Then Little Red Riding Hood appears, and it's going to be her first time. And only it's her first time to turn into a werewolf and eat someone. Okay? The werewolves here are not bad. We'll talk about this. This is Anna Paquin, too, by the way, Oscar winner. She's Red Riding Hood, which is distracting because you're like, that's where you win the Oscar and then you make Trick or Treat. Okay, sounds good. Anyhow, so all the other girls turn into werewolves because, of course, that's what they were talking about. And they eat all of their dates, and it's off to the next chapter.
Mm-hmm. So now we are in Old Man Krieg's house.
Yep.
The neighbor of the principal, as you might remember, the old man.
Yep.
And he hates Halloween. He doesn't want to have trick-or-treaters, and he's a shut-in. He's just like, leave me alone, and that's how he is.
To have his whiskey.
So now he's sitting at home, and does he destroy a pumpkin? He must, yes? I don't remember the exact scene.
He's got a dog
named Spite,
and he dresses the dog up to scare the trick-or-treaters away. And I think the act of denying the trick-or-treaters. First, the trick-or-treaters come, and he doesn't give them candy. right? And then Sam shows up,
Right. And he's like,
Spirit of Halloween, and he said, "No candy for you." Well, that was a mistake. So now Sam's in the house. Now Sam is
and he's got a
chasing
taste for blood.
Old Man Krieg around, and it's not going to go well for Old Man Krieg
Except
at all. He's
Old Man Krieg.
slicing and dicing. It's cutting him up. But Old Man Krieg's got a surprise for Sam. That's right. He's got the 12 gauge.
He's got the 12 gauge.
And he blows this little goblin away.
Only this little goblin gets back up. Because this little goblin is not human. He is actually a pumpkin child.
They pull the mask off and
reveal very ugly, ugly pumpkin.
It's unique. Okay.
So,
you don't want to see it on a Halloween night in your house.
No.
I'll tell you that right
that's
now.
A bad idea.
Yep.
So, at this point, now we know what Sam looks like. And he's still coming at Old Man Krieg. And Old Man Krieg, he's not all that mobile.
Yeah. He's an old man. Also, he's had his legs, I think he had his Achilles tendons cut out by Sam. They've been battling throughout the house, and now
he also has glass in his hands as well.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
He fell down the stairs. I mean, this man is durable, but
no, he's
he's old.
He's getting the business. He's getting the hell kicked out of him. Is what he's getting.
He is. So then, after a long, hard-fought battle, he gives Old Man Krieg, gives Sam candy, and redeems himself.
Then the rules of Halloween have been met.
And then Old Man Krieg continues to give out candy to the rest of the trick-or-treaters.
He bandages himself up,
and
now he is redeemed. And so, yes, although the kids come to the door, he's handing out the candy now. Halloween is saved.
Halloween is saved.
And this is when little Sam leaves, and he goes, and then across the street, you see the first people, the couple, and the woman, and it shows that he is the one that attacks the woman and kills her.
And then, as we're still at Old Man Krieg's house after that scene, we see him throwing away old photographs of the 8 children and the bus driver to reveal that Old Man Krieg was the bus driver.
But wait, the doorbell rings. Guess who it is? That's right. Old Man Krieg doesn't enjoy his newfound respite from being punished. He gets attacked. And now he's gone too. Okay. So, that concludes our film. Now, this film, like I said, for some people is confusing. There are a lot of people that watch it and you're just like, where is this going? Where are we? And like, what is going on? And it's pieced together weirdly. It's not a cohesive anthology setup, and the part that brings it all together is just Sam flitting in and out of all of the scenes, dealing Halloween justice. Okay, so if you've seen Quentin Tarantino's films, then you're familiar with how he puts his films together, where it's these people doing this over here, and these people doing this over here. I had to look it up. He doesn't do anthology films. They call it hyperlink cinema. Very technical term, but it just shows lots of characters in different settings, but a collective narrative brings them all together, and there is a conclusion. This is not what Trick or Treat does.
No.
It's kind of bounces all over the place. The people are not necessarily connected. In some cases they are, in some cases they're not. But whatever.
Sometimes in this movie, at least, it's as simple as the people across the street. You just happen to live next to, that person. It's not even...
Right. So if this is Quentin Tarantino just decided to, not be talented and make a movie about Goosebumps, but then said, we got to have a lot of gore. That's kind of what this movie would be like. Did you like the movie?
Did I like the movie? Like would be a strong use of words. I didn't... Okay. I didn't like it and I didn't dislike it. It's very neutral for me. Okay. It's a very neutral movie because when I'm first watching it, I'm thinking about it like a cohesive story and I'm thinking about story writing and character writing, and I'm like, where is the juice? Where's the good stuff? And this movie doesn't try to do that. It's not trying to be a cohesive story. It's actually just trying to have Halloween. It's just trying to tell different stories about Halloween and Halloween rules and different characters, and it's not trying to connect all of them. It's just different perspectives, and
It's different stories.
different stories. Literally, it is
Lots
like
of kills.
yes, it is like a Goosebumps episode. It's not trying to be well written per se. It's just a bunch of collective stories.
Yeah.
So, thinking about it from that perspective, like, are they entertaining? Sure. I don't mind them at all. It's just there's a difference between like actual story writing and then just having a bunch of essentially myths. Like it felt like there was kind of like campfire stories. Like you were watching a bunch of those. That's how I felt about that.
Yeah, it's hard to explain. You have to kind of see it, and it's almost like he made a point to not be serious, if that makes any sense.
Yes.
So he's just like, we're just going to run with it. It's kind of a comic book style, crazy, farcical mashup of, things that could never happen. The actual set pieces were pretty good. I mean, there's a lot of places like this town.
The style is amazing.
Yeah, the entire town.
There's a lot of good aesthetic.
Is covered in jack-o'-lanterns. Mm-hmm. Like, I wish I could go there for Halloween, but just not die.
No cyanide in the candy.
Follow all the rules, but I mean, there's like lit jack-o'-lanterns everywhere, and it looks incredible. And then the scenarios and the chapters are just like, okay, this is out there.
But they're supposed to be fun.
Right, and there's the element of fun there, but then there's the element of darkness there as well. And
yes.
And then lots of blood, guts, and gore. So not too much, but just
okay. Are you going to be perturbed, disturbed, and perplexed?
It's not Cannibal Holocaust. I mean, you're going to end the film and go, okay, that was fun. Not like call the therapist, tell them we're coming in hot.
It's not mind bending gore.
Okay.
So at the end of the day, is this movie fun? Yes. Are you looking for like great story writing and really well thought out characters? No, that's not what you should expect in this movie.
Right.
You should expect Halloween fun and it's some of the darker sides of it.
And I think the movie was titled correctly because you have to decide, was it a trick or a treat? Okay, I don't know if that bit worked.
In any case.
Sorry.
In any case, this movie is definitely unique.
It's I would say great movie. If you have a projector and you're going to be having a Halloween party, this is a movie you need to have playing on one of the walls.
Okay.
All right.
That's fair. I don't know if anybody owns a projector anymore.
Lots of people do.
Are we sure?
Home theater projectors? Okay. Outdoor projectors?
Okay.
It's a thing. Oh, yeah. That big blow up image. Yeah. No, this is a movie that's kind of perfect for that while you're playing Monster Mash in the background and,
It's got the spooky season feel.
Yeah, definitely.
And the effort was obviously there.
Right.
But it's just a different kind of movie.
It is. And the director then went on to make Krampus. But that's something we'll be exploring during Christmas. Appropriately.
Indeed.
Yeah. That's Trick or Treat.
That is the movie.
Indeed.
So, kicking it off for the Halloween season.
Yeah,
Trick or Treat. We got
lots more coming
down the timeline for October.
Yep.
And
creature features are next. Stay tuned.
So more triple reviews, more reviews. So
single reviews, triple reviews.
More reviews in general.
They're coming.
They are coming. So that being said, I'm Z with your Gen Z perspective.
I'm X with your Gen X perspective.
And as always, we thank you for watching. So she breaks the first rule of Halloween. She blows out.
What?
What?
She's the first one to break a Halloween rule. It's not the first rule of
Okay,
Halloween because
okay.
there's not a first rule of Halloween. It's not Fight Club. It's Halloween Club.
Totally right. All right. She's the first one to break the rules of Halloween.
Okay.
Right? This woman, she is the first one to break the rules of Halloween. And she What? What? There are rules.
You said the first.
It's not the first rule.
Oh no!
Hold on, I gotta stretch. Oh, it's rich.
Okay.
Okay, what am I? What did I say? I thought I said
it's not the first rule.
I thought I said the first person to break the rules of Halloween.
You said the first person to break the first rule of Halloween.
I'm doing real good. Okay.
Okay. All right.
All right.
We're back.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. It's gonna happen.
Okay.
It's all coming together. Okay. All right. The first person to break the rules of Halloween.
Yes.
Right.
Good.
So.
Okay. Moving on.
Right. Okay. Starting now.
It disappeared. Lay down. Come here. You goblin.